They say every debt can be paid, with money, with time, with effort. But no one tells you what happens when the debt is owed by the heart. Amara met Daniel on a day when she had nothing left to give. Her dreams had collapsed quietly, her smiles had become habits, and her heart had learned how to survive without hoping. Daniel didn't arrive with promises. He arrived with presence. He listened when she spoke, stayed when others left, and believed in her on days she couldn't believe in herself. Slowly, without realizing it, Amara began to heal. Daniel helped her rebuild, her confidence, her laughter, her courage. When she failed, he reminded her she was human. When she doubted herself, he reminded her of who she was becoming. And every time she smiled again, a small, invisible debt was added to her heart. But life is rarely kind to those who love deeply. When Amara finally stood strong, when her dreams returned and her future looked bright, Daniel began to fade. Not because he stopped loving her, but because life demanded more than he could give. His own battles grew heavier. His smiles became forced. His silence grew longer. Amara noticed, but she was afraid. Afraid to ask, afraid to lose, afraid to admit that the heart she rebuilt now belonged to someone else. Then one day Daniel left. No fight, no dramatic goodbye. Just a simple message. You're strong now. You don't need me anymore. That was when Amara understood the cruelest truth. She had been healed by a man who was breaking. She had been lifted by someone who was sinking. And the debt of her heart had come due when he was no longer there to collect it. Years passed, Amara became successful, confident, admired. But at night, when the noise of the world faded, she felt the weight of what she owed. Not money, not time. Gratitude, love, regret. She searched for Daniel, not to beg him back, but to tell him what she never said. You mattered. You still do. When she finally found him, life had humbled them both. I came to say thank you, she whispered. Daniel smiled softly. Then my debt is paid. But Amara shook her head, tears falling freely. No, she said. The debt of the heart is never paid. It's only remembered. And in that moment, they both understood. Some people don't come into our lives to stay. They come to save us and leave us with a lifetime of gratitude and a quiet ache that never truly fades. If this story touched you, comment below. Do you believe emotional debts can ever be repaid? Have you ever owed someone your healing? Subscribe for more stories that speak to the heart, because some feelings deserve to be felt, not forgotten.